Hello everyone, quick video here. Ethereum and Bitcoin. Is it a key point? If you look from the highs here in August, where Ethereum Bitcoin got up to 40,584 sats. So we came right down to a low on the 19th of November. And now big recovery last 4 or 5 days. We've come up and we've hit the 382 fib at 31,734. You'll see that the moving averages are nowhere near lined up right yet. So there is resistance there. There's this 100 moving average and this Fibonacci at 31734 to negotiate before we can see, look, we came down here, bounced off the 100-day, and then had a choppy spell in between the 382 and the 50. And, we haven't even got into that range yet on Ethereum Bitcoin. We're not even in that 382, 50 range. And then when we negotiate that, there's the 5618 range, the golden range here, where Ethereum back in September had a choppy spell in that range. So there's a lot to do for Ethereum and Bitcoin at the moment. It's really early days. We've come up and we've tested it and we've just dropped back down below it. Quick look at the hourly chart on this. See where we are. So we are pushing on still. We're pushing on. We're well above the 20, which is usually the barometer. And as you can see, on this uptrend, it's constantly come down, tested the 20, bounced back up, back to the 20, bounced back up. So it remains bullish at the moment on its way up, but it has to negotiate this black line here, which is the 382. It has to get above and stay above that. Was looking at a similar chart on XRP Bitcoin, which is in a very similar, it's in a 786 fib. It's bounced all the way up from the highs in August, and it's bounced all the way through. It had a wonderful day on Saturday, and it's bounced straight through and gone up to the 786, and it's in that channel there now. Oh dear, and he's moved the fib, and that's awful when I move the fib, when there's so much space to move on, and I happen to move the Fibonacci. And so that's all inaccurate until I put it back together. Right. As you can see, it's in that channel, the 618, 786 channel, and it has been up and bounced off the 786 there. So until it gets above that, we'll have a quick look at the hourly chart for XRP. And again, I still think it's bullish because look, it's bouncing off that 20. It's remaining above that 20. Until it starts closing hourly candles way below that, XRP still remains on the way up against Bitcoin. Have a look at XRP against the US dollar quickly. And we'll have a look at Ethereum US dollar as well. Again, look, it's still above that 20 on the hourly. So that's all bullish. And that's all lined up in order. So the path of least resistance is to the upside. And you'll find that's the same on the daily chart as well, as we've had a bullish crossover of these 50 and 100 moving averages. And when that happened, look at what happened when there was a bullish crossover of the moving averages. Here, this is when this big candle came on Saturday. Right, so that chart is bullish at the moment because, hang on, I can make this a bit better. That looks a bit better. It is a bit stretched at the moment because of that huge candle. This is a bullish chart because the path of least resistance is to the upside still, and there's a long way down to find any point at which it will come up against support. Let's have a big zoom out on the weekly chart, see where we are, because you can see the scale of this recent rally is quite impressive. We're going back to the highs in Bitcoin US dollar of last year. So we're back up towards those highs. of last year. So that's a point at which XRP, so the high there was 50 cents, 50.5 cents. And at the moment, we've had 49,668. So look, that line there, it's actually come and tested last year's high, which is interesting because since last year's high, XRP has been really quite bearish for holders. It got up to 34 in February, but it never closed above the 50 moving average then and sunk below. And then it did get above the 50 here in July, went up, tested the 100 moving average, sunk back below, and now it's pumped and it's gone above all the moving averages. As you can see there, and we could be back on our way up to test the highs of September 2018, which it was rather a large candle. 76 cents is a point where in future you could be looking at. Let's have a quick look at, so we wanted to look at ETH, US dollar, didn't we? Because we looked at ETH, Bitcoin, right. Again, this chart is pretty bullish because it's all the moving averages are lined up in the correct order, meaning that the path of least resistance is to the upside when that happens. Most certainly to the upside. It looks like a classic. Let's have a look at the Fibonacci from here. So from the high there, this is the one most looked at. I'm not sure how the hell that has got there. I'm sorry about this, folks. I'll move that down there. Let's get this fib in the right place. So we're on that low there. We also hit a low in March, very close. Yeah, look, this is quite a bullish development on ETH US dollar because it's got above the long-term golden 618 ratio and is working its way up to the 786. So it's beaten that target, that first target of 544. I know that was, just want to get these right. That's right. And that now is correct. Yeah, so it's got above that Fibonacci level, that target 545. It's targeting 671 now. 671 is the target. That's a very interesting target as well, because that'll bring about a big price increase in Ethereum, Bitcoin, Ethereum, US dollar. Right, let's have a quick look at Bitcoin. I won't spend too long on Bitcoin this morning. Right, we'll look at this chart here. So yeah, Bitcoin got well above that 786 and it's really targeting the all-time high from, this is on Bitstamp, folks, so it is a little bit different. That all-time high of 19,658 is in focus. I need to get this right as well, these fibs. Sorry about this. I could do with a bigger screen, I think, I feel. That's telling me there that that's right. Yeah, what a move. And all them averages are lined up in exactly the correct order. So the path of least resistance on Bitcoin is firmly, you look what happened when we had this bullish crossover of these moving averages. We shot up. It's to the upside, the path of least resistance, very much to the upside from the big, this is the big chart. Let's have a look, a further zoom out chart. Let's have a look at a 3-month Bitcoin chart. And this is very bullish as well. I mean, look at how much higher we are now than our closing candle here. If we close this monthly candle up here, well, it's the best Bitcoin chart you've ever seen in your life, because the 3-month candle, oh no, it's got another month left on it. This candle's got another month left because it's a 3-month candle. But as you can see, it's a hell of a lot higher. So this is 3 months. This is October, November, December. There's a chance, looking at this chart, there's a good chance that this 3-month candle could go on and close above 19,658, looking at it there. I don't want to just predict wild things out of the blue. Let's have a look at the monthly. And on the monthly, on the zoom out, we're still a lot higher. Look, we closed this candle here, the same level as these candles that we closed in December and December 2018. But now this one has gone on to different levels. And when you look at bodies of candles rather than wicks, because the wick, we wicked up to this 19. But look, this is a solid body candle that's way, way above anything we've seen before in Bitcoin. So we're really feeling like we're all-time highs at the moment, although we've not surpassed that small wick up that we had on the 9th of December 2017. But looking at those charts, that's very, very bullish. Let's have a look at the hourly chart, see where we are on the hourly chart to just gauge what's going on short term, because of course we've been up recently to 18,977, so nearly 19. And then we came down quite drastically, actually. We didn't come all the way down to this 200 moving average candle on the hourly chart. At the moment, Bitcoin is finding resistance on the 50. We had a bearish cross there. See that bearish cross over there? Because that's quite interesting, because it worked as it should. Let's get an arrow to show you. Right, that's a bearish crossover of the two moving averages, and it happened yesterday at 7 a.m. And then what happened was that created a sell-off where Bitcoin went down to lows of 17,600. Fought its way back up, got above the 100 moving average candle, and above the 20, and went up to the 100. Closed an hourly candle above the 100, but couldn't remain above. Back down to lows of 18,000. Now back up, got above the 100 hourly, and now above the 20, and is finding resistance on the 50 candle. So it'd be interesting if it can get above that, and if that happens, this 20 will cross over the 50 in a bullish manner. So it'd be worth watching that. All right, folks, I hope you get something from this video this morning. Have a great